Now I know this has had to have happened to you. You join a Zoom or Teams meeting and either you sound like you're in a tunnel, or worse, the other person does. You run into issues like someone's typing super loud, a dog's barking, or nobody remembers to set up the recording in advance. You end up missing half the conversation and spend the rest blasting your speakers to make out what everybody's been saying on the other end. Now that's where this comes in. The Insta360 Wave isn't just a better communication device, it's a smarter AI-powered speakerphone and recorder that actually solves all these problems. Plus it gives you an AI assistant to help pull value out of those hours and hours of meetings you have to sit on every day. So stay tuned as we take a first look at the Insta360 Wave. Hey there neighbors, I'm Ryan the Tech Guy and welcome back to this Smart House. So today I'm looking at a brand new type of product from Insta360. It's not a 360 camera, it's not a gimbal or drone. It's something built for people like me who are in meetings all day, travel a lot, or just want a better mic setup that doesn't make you sound like you're standing in a fishbowl. This is the Insta360 Wave, an omnidirectional AI-powered speakerphone and meeting recorder. And it's actually one of the few products that I've actually unboxed and said wow out loud. I mean, I didn't expect the thing to actually open automatically when you turn it on and have a hidden screen. It's packed with features, so let's get into what it does and why it might earn a place on your desk or your bag. So let's start off with the main reason why you want to pick one of these up, the sound quality. Now I've used a ton of Bluetooth speakerphones over the years, and I've ended up purchasing dozens of them for my various employers and conference groups I've worked with. I even carry one in my office bag out in my car. But here's where the Wave actually stands out. It uses a 3D 8 microphone array with a pickup range of about 16 feet. So here's what it sounds like in Omni mode, sitting right here at the table. And here's what it sounds like about 6 feet away from the table. This is what it would sound like with a standard talking voice in a quiet room at about 16 feet. So even if you're across the room, your voice still comes out clear. And it's not just raw mic power. There's a dedicated AI chip inside that handles beamforming, background noise suppression, and echo cancellation. It'll even de-reverberate, so your voice sounds full and natural, not like you're yelling into a can. And it has 5 user-selectable pickup patterns: Omni, Cardioid, Supercardioid, Figure 8, and Stereo. This makes it incredibly versatile. You want to use the Omni settings for group meetings or workshops. Cardioid is great for podcast or solo content. Supercardioid is great if you're in a noisy space like a shared office. Figure 8 is perfect for interviews. And if you want to use the stereo microphone pickup, that's great for ASMR or music. And the best part is you can switch these modes right on the touchscreen. Or you can use the Insta360 Wave controller app. The Wave has a variety of ways to be connected to your calls. You can connect it to a phone or laptop over Bluetooth, or you can connect it to your computer with the included wireless dongle. They even included a USB-A to C adapter right in the box. And the best part about the dongle is it stores right here on top using magnets. You can also connect it over USB-C on the back to charge it, use it as a USB speakerphone, or access the onboard file storage. You can use it as your primary audio output during large meetings, and it sounds surprisingly full for its size. When I was using claps to sync, they were being cut out. Now, of course, this isn't going to fill a massive conference room unless you really want a lot of distortion, but for those medium to small size conference and huddle rooms, it's perfect. Plus, it doubles as a nice Bluetooth speaker on the road. When you connect it over the included USB-C, no additional drivers are needed on Mac or Windows. I've actually tested this on my work laptop that's super restricted, and it allowed it to work right out of the box. It shows up as a standard audio device, which makes it super easy to use with Zoom, Teams, Google Meet, or even just a speaker for YouTube or music. You can also adjust the speaker volume, mute the mic or speaker independently, and switch audio modes all from the built-in screen. Now the next standout feature that makes it different from a typical speakerphone is its recording capabilities. There's 32 gigabytes of internal storage, which is enough for about 1,000 hours of MP3 recordings. And it doesn't just record you, it can also record your system audio and microphone at the same time. This way you can record everyone who's in your call. So if you forget to hit record or set up recording in Zoom or Teams, it doesn't matter. The Wave still got it. Plus you can use it as a standalone recorder too. Just tap on the screen to start recording. And when the meeting is done, you can actually connect it to Wi-Fi and have it automatically upload to the Insta360 Insight platform. This is where you get access to all the cool AI features. So on that note, that brings me to my favorite feature, the AI meeting assistant. This is where the Wave really stands out. The AI tools in Insta360's Insight platform will transcribe your meetings, identify and label speakers using voice print recognition, and summarize the entire conversation into something actually useful. You can have it tag action items, create custom templates, and even ask questions about the meeting afterward. Like, what was agreed on the Q3 budget, or what did I actually sign up for in this meeting? It'll give you a conversational response and include source references so you can go back and double check the recording, which that's pretty cool. And all of this works right out of the box with the included free plan, which includes 300 minutes or 5 hours of AI transcription, unlimited cloud storage, speaker labeling, and screenshot integrations. If you need more than this, you can go up to the Pro plan that unlocks 1,200 minutes, custom templates, custom glossary terms, and the full AI assistant support. Right now, I don't have a cost on that, but I am trialing it in my environment. Now, there's also an included Windows and Mac app that lets you adjust the settings of the Wave and control it all from your computer. This will also automatically upload recordings and give you quick access to the Insight platform. There's also a really cool meeting assistant that you can go in and pause or resume a recording session, mark a highlight when something important is said, and even take a screenshot that gets synced automatically to the transcript. Which that last one's a feature I've been missing on a lot of these recording platforms. These features are especially useful during longer meetings or interviews when you want to quickly revisit a specific moment. Or it's great for trainings because you can screenshot the slides as you go, and you can refer to them later on. Now, when it comes to the build quality, I really feel this feels very premium. The first thing you're going to notice is the motorized body that lifts when it powers on. This, of course, reveals the hidden touchscreen and amplifies the sound a little bit. It's a small detail, but it really gives it a high-end futuristic vibe. The base also includes a suction mechanism that will help it stay firmly planted on your desk. This is especially important if you have it completely deployed. It might get a little top-heavy. And the construction's pretty sturdy with a nice weight to it. It definitely doesn't feel like cheap plastic. I'm a little concerned about the long-term viability of the motor. I'd hate to have this thing stop functioning just because the motor can't extend. Hopefully, you can just extend it when the motor fails and leave it that way. At least it's still completely functional. There's also a really cool multifunction LED indicator on the front that shows your mute status and charging state. And the touchscreen itself is actually quite bright, vibrant, and responsive. Plus, as a bonus, this even supports reverse charging over USB-C, meaning if you're on the go and you forget your battery bank, you can plug it into your phone or headset and keep those charged and topped off. Now, if you saw my last video on the Insta360 Link to Webcam, this is where things get really interesting. You can actually physically mount the Link 2 right on top of the Wave. You can easily remove that magnetic cover that holds in the dongle, and you'll see contacts and some posts down here. Those match up perfectly to the bottom of the Link 2. Once those are connected together, now you get a powerful combination that creates an affordable conferencing setup for small to medium-sized rooms. And the best part is that when everything is activated and running and you're using the camera, the Link 2 will actually use the microphones embedded in the Wave to figure out who's talking and move to that speaker around the room. And the camera's going to automatically pan to me here and follow me as I talk. If I were to get up, it's actually going to try to follow me, and I can pause it with my hand. When the person across from me starts to speak, the camera will automatically move to my position and pick me up so I can be seen on video and heard from here or across the rest of the company. Now, this is super powerful and something you usually only find on very high-end conferencing setups. So that gives you automatic speaker tracking, AI-powered mic pickup, and one cable connectivity for both devices. You just use the USB-C port on the back of the Wave. Also debuting this month is the new white colorway for the Link 2, which is a great alternative to the black. It gives you another color option to match your setup. So I'm going to probably leave the white Link 2 here at my desk and add the black Link 2 to my office bag. This way, when I'm traveling for work, I can set up a very high-end conferencing setup wherever I go. So the Insta360 Wave is expected to launch at $299.99. Now, I know what you say, that's not cheap, but you're getting a lot more than just a microphone here. This is a full AI-enhanced meeting assistant that just happens to also sound amazing. And when you compare it to other options, pricing starts to make a little bit more sense. Most Bluetooth speakers, like the Jabra Speak series or Anker PowerCall, fall in the $100 to $150 range. These are great for basic calls, but lack any onboard AI features, the ability to tweak your mics, or built-in recording. Plus, if you add in another AI transcription tool like the Plaud Note, there's an optional subscription, and you have the increased hardware cost. I actually use the Plaud Note, and I think it's great for recording phone calls or capturing quick audio with small meetings, especially on the go. But in terms of functionality, it's nowhere as complete as the Wave. You don't get the multiple beamforming mics, speaker tracking, real-time summaries, or the ability to record system audio. This really just gives you the ability to record a small group. The Wave, on the other hand, gets you a lot more options. Then if we go to the other end of the spectrum, lightweight conferencing solutions like the Logitech Meetup or Poly Studio Bars can run from 600 to 1,000 and above. Those offer great camera integration and speaker tracking, but they're not portable, and they certainly don't double as a standalone recorder. So $299 for a device that combines all this into one package, a speakerphone, AI recorder, and meeting assistant, lands it in a pretty competitive place. And this is especially great if you want to have a quick and easy and portable conferencing solution that's going to beat most other solutions hands down. And if you want to check this out for yourself, I'll drop the links to the official store and information from Insta360 once everything goes live, plus links for you to pick one up if you're interested. Another big thank you goes out to Insta360 for sending over the Link 2 series for me to review a few weeks ago, and the Wave for me to check out. I'm happy to be part of the product launch. Now let me know down in the comments if you want to see how this stacks up against other conferencing solutions. I don't have access to a ton anymore, but my current company has a few and I can try them out. And if you want to check out my video on the Link 2 series, you can find it right over here. And for all of my other cool tech videos, I've got a playlist over here. That's for everything not smart on the way. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.